The cost of being a social influencer just doubled again thanks to yet more legislation. We're here to find out what exactly that means. This is Inside AB. I'm Jeremy Lawrence and joined here in the studio by Eddie Taylor. So, Eddie, another week, another set of rules. Tell us what they are this time.
Well, let's go back a bit. Back in March, it was announced by the National Media Council that if you wanted to engage in any promotional, advertising or marketing activity on social media or anywhere online, you needed to apply for and receive an e-media license. What's come in place now is, in order for you to apply for that, you now need a trade license. So that's actually 2 licenses that you need to apply for and get.
Okay, do we know the details of how this trade license is going to work?
It's the same with any trade license that you would apply for. I think that what we're looking at now, and we spoke to Virtue Zone, who's a kind of a specialist in helping companies set up, is if you're applying for a trade license in order to apply for an e-media license, that trade license really needs to cover the kind of activities in which you'll be engaging on your e-media license. So if you're a social media influencer looking to promote goods and services on your Instagram channel or on your Twitter feed or on your Facebook page, your trade license needs to kind of cover those activities.
Be in that realm.
So yeah, it can't be any trade license you've got if you're a barber or something like that, or you've got a salon, or you've got a, I don't know, any kind of shop. You can't just use that trade license to get the e-media license.
Okay, did we know this was coming? I mean, it does make logical sense, doesn't it?
We suspected there might be something in the works. Back when we had the ITP Influencer Summit in March, we asked Fiona Robertson, one of the leading lawyers in this film from Al Tamimi law firm, and she said this was the one thing that they were actually seeking clarification on. It was the one piece of information when the new e-media license law had come into effect that they were unclear on. Did you first need a trade license? And we're able to say now, yes, you do.
Okay, and I guess, I mean, we sat here last week talking about the new part-time visas that allows people to work a second job at the weekends. We've had VAT this year. This is all part of the government seeking to bring everybody into the economy and be regulated.
Yeah, it's kind of like standardizing things as well. It's making
Yeah.
sure there's a level playing field for everybody that's engaging in any kind of commercial activity. I mean, it's a little bit similar to the arguments you've been seeing about Kareem and the gig economy in other parts of the Middle East. If this person's has had to pay for a license to conduct his business, then the person over here really ought to as well. And there's actually, interestingly, some concurrent laws that have come in that we won't really go into the details of, but it applies to anything, any selling of any material, intellectual material online, whether it's pictures, whether it's songs, whether it's videos. These are all covered by new license requirements as well. But yeah, it's all about standardizing the way that people operate in this country.
Okay, let's talk about the costs.
Well, we know that the e-media license is going to cost 15,000 dirhams. The trade license on top, that's kind of a little bit more of a muddier area because it just depends on where you get it from. I mean, every mainland and every free zone authority that you could apply to is going to quote you a different cost for the trade license. There's going to be different criteria that you'll have to apply for. The cheapest one that we found that we think is going to cover you, and this again, Virtue Zone helped us out with this, is from the Fujairah Creative City Zone, and that's going to cost you a Ramadan special price of 14,000 dirhams, and again, that is every year.
Okay, so we're looking at a 30,000 dirham bill per year.
Yeah, about $8,000 to get the whole thing and get you set up, and you've got until May the 31st to get all of these things in place, although we do expect some leeway in that.
Okay, okay. Wow, well, all part of, as we said, professionalising the economy and bringing everyone into the system.
It is, and it just means that there's no free-for-all now. You can't simply promote yourself as a promoter of, or in any marketing or promotional activity, get paid for it and operate outside of the system. Those days are over.
Great. Well, thank you, Eddie Taylor, for that update. You've been watching Inside AB. Please do join us every weekday at 10 a.m. and subscribe and share. Bye.